They say that these lures don't work and that they're trash, and that only a fool would even bother fishing with them. Well, today, I'm that fool. I have every single lure that people claim don't actually catch fish, and I'm not stopping until I catch something or completely lose my mind in the process. First up, the $1 Walmart buzzbait. It's $1 and anglers say that the blade barely spins, it's built very cheaply, and it does not have the sound quality or draw in bites like a regular buzzbait. Next is the Rebel Frog R. Anglers say that the Frog R's small hooks and chunky body make it hard for bass to actually eat, and this thing doesn't even have the action of a real frog. Next up, we have the Cream Small Lipless Crankbait Kit. Anglers say that these lipless crankbaits are too hard to cast, they're too light, they're too small, and they don't draw in big fish. Next up, we have the Strike King Mini King Spinnerbait. Anglers say that this mini spinnerbait gets lost in dirty water, it rides too high, and makes it very easy for bass to ignore. Next up, we have Reaction Innovations Skinny Dipper. Anglers say that this lure has a good action but crazy colors and often gets passed up by other baits with more thump. Last but not least, we have the 6th Sense Panorama 6.5 inch. Anglers say that over 6 inches, it's a mill for only big bass to commit to, and on slow days, it's a lot of casting with nothing to show for it. So now that we've seen all of our lures that anglers claim don't actually catch fish, I'm about to go fish with them and prove them wrong. So right here we have our first lure of the day, our $1 Walmart buzzbait. But I got this bad boy tied up right here. It's honestly kind of on the smaller side, but the blade seems to spin pretty good. The wire does feel kind of cheap, and it does have a sticky little hook on there. So I really do think this is gonna work good. Let's go ahead and make a cast here. And then we're also gonna check out the action on this thing and see if it's any good. I mean, it definitely doesn't look bad. It's not the greatest buzzbait. Like, it seems like it's moving good, but it's just not very consistent. But I definitely think we're gonna be able to catch a fish on this thing. Like, easy, easy. If it's a buzzbait, I can get it done. I mean, I get this thing as $1 from Walmart, but it is still a buzzbait. If you put a buzzbait in my hands, I'm gonna get the job done. Oh boy, here comes the rain. No, I didn't want the rain to come out. Oh, I just got hit. I just got hit. Oh gosh, do I want to keep fishing the rain or do I want to go take cover? Because it is getting harder and harder. Hold on, I gotta make at least one more cast of buzzbait. Dude, it is coming down. Holy crap. It is coming down. No, I don't want to be soaked. No, I'm trying to paddle my little heart out. Ah, it's coming down. Ah. No! Why did I go all the way across the pond? Well, it just got done absolutely pouring, and now the sun's out. That's great. I love that. Let's get back to it though. Let's throw our buzzbait around, see if we can't get a bite on it. We actually did just get a bite on it before it started raining, so I'm hoping that they're gonna be fired up with this weather, but now that the sun's come out, I don't know what that's gonna do to our bite. This buzzbait doesn't look bad. It's definitely not the greatest, but it will get the job done. Oh, there's one. We're on. We're on. Come here. Come here. That's a fish. Come here. Come here. There we go, on the $1 buzzbait, baby. Well, the $1 buzzbait from Walmart catches fish. It is successful, and we did it. I mean, look at this thing. It still looks like it's in good shape. Obviously not a big fish, but not bad. I mean, for $1, how do you complain? Thank you, buddy. See ya. Well, they said we couldn't catch a fish on the $1 buzzbait, and I said, you know what? It's a buzzbait, and that's all that matters. We got it done. The Walmart $1 buzzbait, not bad. I mean, if you were looking for a cheap buzzbait, it's not the greatest buzzbait, but a cheap one that could catch you fish, this is definitely for you. But now it's time for our next lure. All right, so next up we have our little Rebel Frog R. And this thing just looks odd. It kind of looks like a crankbait with no bill, and it does have small hooks and kind of a chunky body like it was talking about. So I think maybe the hooks could be too small for the body could be too big for the hooks. but I'm interested to see what this thing looks like in the water and if it's actually going to catch us a fish. So Rebel is actually notorious for making a bunch of really good topwater lures, but you never hear anything about the Frog R, and maybe that's for good reason. I mean, they said it's too chunky. It does have a weird shaped body and some tiny hooks on there, and you know, we're just gonna see what the action looks like. We're gonna see if we can actually get a bite on this thing and just see what happens. Alrighty, let's go ahead and make a cast of this thing, see what we're working with. Alright, it doesn't look horrible. It has a side-to-side action, but it does kind of like to go under if you twitch it too hard. So that's interesting, but overall, it doesn't look awful. This is definitely doable. I'll keep casting it up shallow and hope that there's one sitting that just wants to crush a topwater bait. Yeah, this one's a little strange. It's not real consistent, but if we can get it in the right spot, we definitely will be able to get a bite with it. But I can see why you don't really hear anything about this lure. I mean, it doesn't really have a wow factor. It's just kind of there. It does its thing, whatever that may be. Oh my God. That was a crazy bite. How did I not end up with the fish? He fully took it under. I mean, I didn't even feel any type of pressure. Did he miss it? Or did he just like attack it and somehow not get the hooks? Because that's what people were saying, that this thing just, the hooks are too small and the body is awkwardly shaped. So that could be a recipe for disaster, and that may have been what just costed us right there. I mean, it's not the worst topwater lure ever, but it also is not the greatest. Like, there is some flaws with this thing. The action isn't too bad. I just think those tiny hooks and the weird body are just not a good combination. Oh, one just ate it. Come here, come here. That was sick. That was such a weird bite, but it was cool. Is that, what the heck? Okay, we have a fish. Thought it was a bluegill for a second. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. Buddy, what are you doing? Well, they said that they can't catch fish, but they didn't say how big a fish. So this one counts. He's nothing crazy. I mean, that was such a weird bite. I literally saw him wake up to it and he ate it like a bluegill. I mean, there was no blow up. He just slurped it. But hey, a fish is a fish, and we got it done with our Rebel Frog R. And this little guy right here was a huge help. Thanks, bud. Well, I would not consider that to be my proudest catch, but it is a catch. They said we couldn't do it, and we did it. So before we move on to the next lure, let's go ahead and get something clear. I know what you guys are gonna say. Logan, you're fishing a private pond. These lures should catch fish. They bite anything. I know, I hear it all the time. But does a scientist test his experiments in real life, or does he test them in a lab? That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta put in the lab work before you put in the real work. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so next up we have the Cream Fishing Favorites Hard Bait Kit. And this thing is loaded with a bunch of tiny lipless crankbaits of all colors. So they say that these lures are too small, they don't have a great action, they have no rattle, and that they're just too small to catch anything big. So we're gonna see if that is a true statement. Well, I won't lie, this is a very, very small lure, and they said that the rattles are kind of non-existent. Yeah, I can see that. It's very quiet. It's very, very subtle. This would be a lure that you'd be like, okay, I'm not getting any bites. I want to catch a fish. This is what you would throw. Now, can you catch a big fish on this? Absolutely. The odds of it happening, though, are probably slim to none just because it's so tiny. And bluegill and micro bass are going to just straight up attack this thing. Yeah, this thing is really, really small. We're basically relying on the color because it really doesn't do much. So I basically just need this thing to be flashy. Come on, there's gotta be like a bluegill, oh, or a baby bass sitting there. Golly, he hammered that thing. Wow, absolutely crushed it. Come here, on the micro crank, baby. The micro lipless getting it done. Come here. Yes. Well, we got the job done with our micro lipless crankbait. Now this thing is tiny, it's super subtle, but it does draw in bites. That fish absolutely hammered it, and I'm not proud to say it, but I think this is our biggest fish of the day so far. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the bite. That was actually really, really cool. Well, we got the job done with our micro lipless crankbait. And the good thing is you literally get a kit. So there's multiple in here. It looks like you get 5 of these bad boys. So if you break off or you just don't like a color, you can change it. But obviously not a great lure for targeting trophy bass. But if you wanted a lot of bites, whether that's bluegill, micro bass, these are definitely the baits for you. So we've successfully knocked off 3 baits now, but now it is time for our next one. All right, so next up we have the micro spinnerbait. Now, I'm a big spinnerbait guy. I usually throw the bigger sizes, but I have thrown the smaller ones, and they're super effective. But people say that they ride too high because they're so light, and they can easily get lost in dirty water because they only have one blade, but they still can be very effective. Well, here we have it, our micro spinnerbait. It actually looks really good. We got a silver blade, a little white skirt, looks like a real shad. And I have this thing on the spinning setup because it is very small, but it does have a really, really good action. I mean, it looks like a nice little spinnerbait. You got that blade kicking. The only problem is it's a little bit smaller and it likes to stay near the surface, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Good thing about having a smaller spinnerbait is you could throw this thing up shallow and fish it way easier than if you were throwing a bigger one. So I think this could be very, very effective. God, came up to the surface and crushed it. Wow, that was so sick. Oh my gosh, that was so sick. Absolutely hammered the spinnerbait. Look at the runs this fish is making. He is fired up this morning. That rain got him going. I love me a good spinnerbait bite, and that's about as good as it gets. I mean, he came up and smoked it on the surface. He followed it and just waxed it, man. Absolutely love throwing a spinnerbait, and a mini spinnerbait can get the job done. I think that's now our new biggest fish of the day. And guess what? I'm gonna keep throwing this thing at least for one more fish because it's just too much fun. See ya. What can I say? I'm a spinnerbait addict, okay? I can't put this thing down. It's too good. Fish cannot resist it, and we just got a bite within like the first 5 or 6 casts. I'm getting bit again. It's unreal. So I have to catch another one on it because I'm itching for another spinnerbait bite after that. That was so cool. I'm on as soon as I hit the water. Oh my gosh, this is insane, dude. The micro spinnerbait is nasty. It is a nasty lure. If you want to crush the fish, get you one of these bad boys. Goodness, they are eating this thing alive right now. Come here, come here. I haven't even made 10 casts. I'm already 2 fish in. Look at that. Look how he ate that thing. Absolutely waxed it. See ya. I'll catch another one of you real quick. This thing is making it way too easy right now. What is happening? Get back in there. As soon as I hit the water and the blade started moving, that fish jumped on top of it. This is my last cast moment, you know? Where I say I'm gonna make one more cast and then I just keep casting. That's me right now. Oh, there, oh. I almost just got hit in the face with that. Well, I think the micro spinnerbait is going to be our most dominant lure that we have. And I cannot believe people think that they don't catch fish. I mean, you get a spinnerbait that's already really, really good. You make it a smaller version, more natural. The fish eat that thing alive. So I had a lot of fun with that bait. We had a lot of bites and the fish just cannot resist. So now it's time for our next bait. So right here we have the Reaction Innovations Skinny Dipper in the sexy shad color. And some say that these colors are just really unnatural and that they're a little on the wilder side, which isn't really a bad thing. But they say that this does not put off as much thump and kick as other paddle tail swim baits. So here we have it. I mean, I think it looks great. I've actually used these before. They're not terrible. I feel like this is kind of a slept on brand, but let's see if we can catch some fish on this thing today. Let's check out the action as well. Go ahead and give her a cast. Yeah, she does not look bad at all. I mean, it's got a good kick to it. I think it looks great. I mean, it's definitely odd shaped. It's a little longer and shaped differently than your regular paddle tail, but I don't necessarily think that's a horrible thing. I think that it's just unique, you know? It's a little bit different. Sometimes that's the difference between getting a bite and not getting a bite. They say that this is a pretty wild color, but I kind of like it. Got a little chartreuse and blue. It's interesting for sure. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like it. It looks good. I think that this is a good looking bait, and I could definitely see it getting a bite and catching us a fish. Oh, I'm on. That's a good one. That's a good one. Golly, knocked slack into it. He's pulled off. No, that was such a crazy bite. My lure just went weightless. Holy crap. Dang it. Oh, that sucks, man. I didn't even get to see him. He just felt big. Well, so far I can say this is actually a pretty solid little paddle tail. It looks good. We've had a bite. It's still going strong. It doesn't have the greatest thump. Like, it moves the body a little bit more than the actual paddle tail part, but it still looks good overall. Yeah, maybe they're right. Maybe this thing does not put off enough thump to draw in bites. Like, obviously all the moving baits we've used seem to have either rattles or a blade, and this one is not really having much to offer. I feel like it's very simple, very, very subtle. Not a bad thing, but it's just not, it's not giving that wow factor, like that come eat me, you know. I think our paddle tail needs a little bit of assistance. It is struggling by itself. So if you don't know where I'm going with that, I'm just gonna chop this in half and I'm putting it on the back of our spinnerbait. I mean, I just have to. I mean, call it cheating, call it whatever you want, but this could be an ultimate combo. I mean, a nice little spinnerbait and a nice little paddle tail. Oh, there's one. There's one. As soon as I started twitching it, he hammered it. Man, the micro spinnerbait has just been unstoppable. And it has literally set up an assist for our little paddle tail. I mean, I think that this paddle tail is a great trailer, but I don't know about standalone. It doesn't seem to have as much kick as the others. But hey, we finally got one. Look at that paddle tail on there. A win is a win. See ya, buddy. Well, there we have it. Our Reaction Innovation paddle tail got the job done. It's a decent lure, but it's not the best paddle tail out there for sure. It's interesting, it's unique, it looks good, but the fish just don't feel that thump as good, I don't think. That's why we had to use it as a trailer. It worked out in the end. We got a fish, and now it's time for our last lure. All right, so right here, our last bait, the one I'm most worried for, we have the 6th Sense Panorama 6.5 inch, which is massive. And I mean, this lure has a good rep. It has a very nice look to it, but some say that this size is just way too big and that it is not consistent for catching fish. It's for big fish. Little fish don't really like to mess with this thing, and if you were to throw it, you may be throwing it all day until you get that one bite that you can actually capitalize on. Now, I won't lie, I do like the looks of this thing. It's really big, but it looks very natural. It has a very good color, but I've never seen the action. So let's go ahead and give her a cast here and see what we're working with. I can say it's kind of a heavier bait. I mean, the action's not horrible. It's kind of like a dying fish, like a dying giant monster shad. I could definitely see the appeal, but I'm interested to see if we're actually gonna be able to catch anything on this thing. Is this gonna be the lure that causes me to lose my mind? Probably. I don't even know. Like, will fish even be super interested in this thing? And if they are we actually gonna be able to get bites and capitalize on them? Because right here, I have a 6/0 hook. I mean, look at this. It makes it look like a little baby. It's tiny, but there's only one way to find out. That's to fish it, so we'll see. But I've never thrown the big one. I've thrown a few of the medium-sized ones. I've never caught a fish on them. So this is one that I think looks great, but I'm interested in the performance and if we're actually gonna be able to catch a fish. I'm actually like a little worried. I feel like if I do get a bite, it's gonna be a big fish. Oh my gosh, I think I did just get hit right there coming out of that structure. I have one. Oh my gosh, I had a fish. No, the hook came out too. Dang it, that was a bite. Holy crap, I can't believe it. We actually just got a bite on this monster thing. It doesn't look bad at all, it's just huge, you know? Guess I should have let him take it a little bit longer. I just felt him hit it out of the brush pile and he was still on when I left and got out of it, so I was like, oh, you know, just be an easy catch. Definitely a lure you would use if you were wanting to trophy hunt, for sure. But hey, you never know, we might catch a small fish on this thing, with my luck. The small fish love me, so I'm really gonna be able to put this thing to the test and see if it actually can catch everything or just big ones. Yeah, this one's gonna be tough. I feel like we got lucky with that bite. I don't think we're gonna get any more, to be honest. It's just so big. I don't think the fish in here are gonna be real interested in it. I mean, we literally are trophy hunting. I just don't think there's any way that a small fish eats this thing. It's really big and it takes a lot of effort to fish. It's kind of like a big glide bait, but it's just a little bit different. But yeah, I don't know about this one. This is the only one I'm like kind of worried about. I feel like we all can agree this is probably like most useful with sonar and like looking at like a tree or something with a big fish on it and like knowing exactly where they are, than just straight up fishing with it like I am. Like, I feel like I'm definitely handicapped right now just throwing this thing in the middle of nothing. Like, I have no idea what the best place to throw this giant thing is, where the big fish sit at in this pond. I'm just casting it out there and hoping, that's all. I have no idea with any help to kind of get this thing bit. I could definitely see a big fish chewing it up, but you know, how many casts is it gonna be until you get that fish that's like, I'm gonna eat that? Oh my gosh, I just had a bluegill following it. There's a school of bluegill following. Are those bluegill or baby bass? Dude, it's realistic for sure. I think I just joined a school right there. What is going on? They were all over it. There was like 4 or 5 of them just chasing it. No actual fish that want to eat it, just fish that want to join the school and be like, hey, protect us. You're bigger than us. We're gonna hang around you. Don't get me wrong, if you were fishing like a world-class fishery with monster bass, this would probably be a pretty cool lure to throw. But the biggest fish that I've caught in this pond is like a 4-pounder. So a 4-pounder could definitely eat this thing, but the odds of me running into that fish today are slim to none, I feel like. I'm gonna rip this thing around a few more times and we're just gonna see what happens. Well, you know, it is what it is. When you're throwing a bait this big, you're either gonna get bites by big fish or you're not getting bites at all. I mean, it's just, that's kind of how it is. So I'm pretty proud of us though. 5 for 6 is not a bad number. We were batting at, what is that, 0.900? 0.400? I don't know, I'm not good at math, but we did good. We caught fish on pretty much all of our lures, and if I were to continue to throw this for the rest of the day and just did not put it down, I'm sure I could probably catch a fish on it, but to be honest, I don't want to do that. Well, they said we couldn't do it and that these lures do not catch fish. And today, we proved them wrong. We caught fish on every single one besides one bait. But we did get a bite. Not that it really matters because we didn't catch anything, but it was a bite. So hypothetically, if I were to fish it longer, I probably could catch something. So I do feel good about that. But I have to say, the micro spinnerbait was my absolute favorite. It is just, it's a dominant force whenever you're bass fishing. And it was my favorite out of today. But I want you guys to drop a comment down below if you've caught a fish on any of the lures that I used today, or which one do you think is least likely to catch a fish. But I had a good time out here fighting the rain, fighting the summer heat and the humidity, but we got it done, caught fish on all of our lures. But one, I'm happy about it. I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. It is super, super hot. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.